Morning at the Conways.
Sweetheart, how's this? And then which jacket?
Scrambling to get the kids ready for school. Familiar chaos for any parent, though Kellyanne Conway is not any parent.
For Kellyanne Conway, bluntly acknowledging the uphill climb.
The mother of 4 young children is Donald Trump's campaign manager. On TV so much explaining and defending her boss, Saturday Night Live dedicated an entire bit to imagining her day off.
This is so weird. This is exactly the way the SNL house looked.
Pajamas?
Where's Walking on Sunshine?
In my head. The pancakes are true to life.
These days, her mother, who moved in to help, makes the pancakes. Conway's only been on the job since August, Trump's 3rd campaign manager, but the first woman ever to run a GOP presidential race.
I wasn't hired because of my gender, but it's a special responsibility.
And often a difficult one. Like this weekend when Trump went off script, attacking the women who say he groped them.
All of these liars will be sued after the election is over.
Did you just tear your hair out when you hear him say that?
It's his campaign and it's his candidacy, and in the end he has to feel comfortable with his voice and his choice every single time.
You're the campaign manager. Do you feel comfortable with that?
I think Donald Trump is at his very best when he talks about the issues.
Translation, going off message hurts his campaign. Conway insists she's tough on Trump in private.
I don't sugarcoat at all, and I think he really appreciates that.
So give me an example. I'm Donald Trump and you're Kellyanne Conway, and I say something that really makes you mad at my rally.
I told him yesterday on the plane, you and I are going to fight for the next 17 days. And he said, why? And I said, because I know you're going to win. And that comment you just made sounds like you think you're going to lose. And we're going to argue about it until you win.
And what's his response?
He's like, okay, honey, then we'll win. You know?
For a time after Conway took over, Trump was disciplined, but not anymore, especially on Twitter.
Literally, people will seriously say, can't you delete his Twitter app?
That was actually one of my questions.
Of course. It's not for me to take away a grown man's Twitter account.
And I moved on her very heavily.
When tape from 2005 came out of Trump describing lewd behavior, Conway canceled Sunday TV appearances, but still helped with damage control.
And I felt like Rapunzel in the tower all weekend. And I told Mr. Trump in private what I've also said in public, or a variation thereof. I found the comments to be horrible and indefensible, and he didn't ask anybody to defend them, by the way.
Did you consider quitting?
I did not.
She says she thought his apology was earnest.
The women who have now come forward and said, it's not just talk, Donald Trump groped me. Do you believe them?
I believe Donald Trump has told me and his family and the rest of America now that none of this is true. These are lies and fabrications. They're all made up. And I think that it's not for me to judge what those women believe. I've not talked to them. I've talked to him.
She was raised in New Jersey by a single mom, aunts, and grandmother, all women. As a political pollster, she chose to work in what she calls a man's world, especially as a Republican. She recalled a potential client, a man, asking how she'd balance kids and work.
It's like, I just hope you ask all the male consultants, are you going to give up your wicked golf game and your mistresses? Because they seem really, really busy too.
Still, like most working moms, time with her kids is precious. The question is whether she'll have more time in 2 weeks, after Election Day.
Because we're going to add 2 states.
When she was hired in August, she told Trump he was losing, but could still win.
You think at this point it is still possible to win?
It is still possible to win.
Probable?
I think that we have got a very good chance of winning.
And Dan Vash joins me.